last thing, the biggest regret I could have had was walking away with an idol in my pocket. I did not want to do that. So I thought, even if this doesn't make sense to me right now, even if there's not a single vote, at least I didn't do that, because that sucks.
No hard feelings. This is the game, you know what I mean? It's just interesting to see all the different conversations and how it plays out. It was a great move. I didn't know you guys were coming for me until the end.
You did that.
I was not going to play that idol until maybe 30 seconds before tribal. David had repeatedly suggested to me that I should, because he was like, I just really don't want you to go home. I want you to stay safe. And I still kept feeling really confident. I just kept feeling it.
Oh, did y'all know she had the idol?
No. I think, no.
Didn't know?
No.
You didn't know? Wow.
I didn't tell anyone.
Later on, it was just like, they gotta know about how the votes work, you know.
No one knew I had an idol except for David, and I specifically did that on purpose. I trusted him. I did not tell a single other person. He did not tell a single other person, so absolutely no one knew. So they very nearly blindsided me.
Last vote. Kim. 6 votes for Kim. They did not count.
There was just a vibe, and again, I don't know why me, of all of them, was being looked at as the one to go after in that moment. But from what I understand, Eric coordinated it, and I feel like I was trying to get rid of Eric for a long time too. So I have no hard feelings on that. When we were sitting at Tribal, Eric made a really pointed comment about counting the number of votes people had.
You have to consider who's gotten the most votes, who knows who's gotten the most votes, and then how the other tribe or the other group of people, whatever the case may be, how they're going to react to that. Are they going to play an idol on the person with the most votes, right? It's a leveling war. And you just hope that you guess right and come out on top.
I had talked to every single member of that tribe. No one had said anything to me about vote counts. That was a very clear indicator to me that they were paying attention to things that they weren't talking to me about. And that was absolutely, I need to play this.
I think Kim is basically in control of all of them. Everyone consensus that I've talked to thinks that Kim is very dangerous.
I think German and Taylor are very close. They sleep together, you know, just like close friends. So I think that's dangerous in a merge where the numbers are getting down and you kind of have to break those two up.
Any people that have advantages or that I believe is running the show, I want to get out of here. I think at this moment, I'm in a pretty good position though. So I'm really weighing my options of what's too big of a move at this moment.
I think I don't really have any specific endgame, but I would not mind going with Nicole right now, but I don't think I can think that far ahead right now.
My closest ally is Taylor, and then Nick. Nick's like my final two. German. We just vibe very well. Two gay boys, like in the wilderness, we both hate bugs and scream all the time, so it's like we're vibing all the time. But Nick is getting so close to David.
I've made more connections here than I thought I would. I came in here wanting to, you know, befriend the girls, befriend the gays, but I ended up on a tribe with all straight guys, and, you know, and the girls were getting voted off. So my, alliance is me, 3 guys, and Kim. But I've also talked to German and Nick, and I threw out there a big gay final 3.
Oh my goodness, the challenge! Ah! They were really wobbly from the beginning, so it was a lot of you had to keep your focus on the bricks. And I was feeling honestly pretty solid, and then as soon as I started talking, I fell off, and I was so upset because I do feel like there's power having the immunity. But that being said, there's a lot more immunity to happen today, if I make it.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to your next immunity challenge. First things first, Taylor, I gotta take immunity back. Thank you very much. All right. Immunity is back up for grabs. So, challenge is gonna be a mix of a few things. Some running, some thinking, some counting, some word scrambling. So how's it gonna work? You're all gonna start at that center table. On there you'll see a little chalkboard. There's a bean bag over it, which you can use to cover that chalkboard anytime you want. If you don't cover it, other people look at it, that's your fault, okay? On one side, you're gonna see 8 different little sections. It's gonna be the names of different items that are out in the field. What you'll need to do is, starting at that table, you'll run out to the different stations, count the number of those items, come back, put that number in that section on the chalkboard. So if it says rings, you want to put, and it's 7 rings, you want to put 7 under the rings label. All right, so there's stations all around to the bricks. So you're gonna want to count these items, come back to your chalkboard, write the number. You can do that in any order you want, in any way that you want. Once you have all your 8 numbers, you're gonna run into the woods. There's a tree. The first tree on the left is a decoding station, and every letter has a number associated with it.
Okay.
So let's say the Z is 7. So if you counted 7 rings, that letter is Z.
Oh, okay.
Make sense? You're gonna come back, find out what those letters are, flip the board over, write the word. You're gonna have to unscramble it. That associates with the 8 letters that you come up with. All right? Once you have that, I am gonna need all the numbers to be correct and the word to be correct. You're gonna say check. At that point, everyone will freeze. I will check. If you're right, you win. If you're wrong, you have to go back out to at least one station, any station you want, before you can come back and do another check. For immunity. Players ready? Go! Check, everybody freeze! That's not correct. Not correct. Keep going. Check. Everybody pause. Hands up, hands up. Carlos wins immunity. All right. Carlos, let me know. What was the word you just spelled?
Security.
Security, that's right. Security for Carlos. Mass Tribal Council. All right. You're going to head back to camp for a little bit of strategy time. We'll come get
Like, I just wanted to, I was surprised because I thought that we had, you know, developed like that sort of a thing or whatever, and that was the intention of that.
That's why I was okay with Mike, with them being like, since it was still 5-5 and I wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was like, obviously you're a really strong player. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I mean, you are too. Everybody's talking about your challenge, but like, I mean, like you do well. So.
You didn't know she had the idol.
Bro, none of us knew it.
Yeah.
I think
She was trying to pin it on you.
David knew.
Yeah.
Because
He was smiling.
cheering it.
Yes. He was like cheering.
And that
Kim does not count. It's 4 votes for Kim. None of them count. Kim does not count. 5 votes for Kim. Want to bring me up a tour?
and that shit just made me feel like I'm not hurting him.
No, you're not. You absolutely aren't.
And at this point, like, that was the best move, and at this point, she's gonna beat all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless someone else makes a bigger move.
I don't care at all. I would have done the same thing, and I completely mean that. You thought I was going home regardless, and it made more sense for you to be in. And we both have the benefit of getting in good with
Right.
yesterday. Yeah. So why wouldn't you? And I respect the gameplay. I'm not concerned about it at all. And I also get that you thought that I was doing a weird thing here, which is the danger of doing all that in 10 minutes. But
Yeah, that is true.
I don't care. I'm totally fine with it. I just, you know, I just want to reiterate, like, you're the only one I've been with
No, you're
the entire time here, and I really like working with you.
No,
so.
I like it.
And I have, to bring myself down, I have the most votes in a fucking band.
No, you're right.
So,
right.
you know what I mean?
And like, honestly, like, it doesn't like, you know that like, if I had a way to save you, I would have done it a million times.
Yeah.
I feel like Kim
I feel like we need to break up Kim David.
we do. Because I honestly feel like, you know, we were staying trap strong when the swap happened. But them two are like really close. Carlos is like, we don't know if he's with us, not with us.
We need to get Carlos over here.
And
I think at this point, it's who do you think is the biggest threat to win this game? You know?
Is it the right time to make that move? Is it? I feel like we're all like threats in ourselves.
In our own
I
different
suppose.
ways. But like,
But I
There's a
mean,
few people on top, you know, on both sides, you know. And it's not like we're still playing sides, but we sort of are, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
you know,
Right
you're a
now.
huge target, bro.
Yeah, I know. I am. And that's the thing. Like, I'm well aware that, like, it's gonna be difficult for me to keep moving forward, and that's fine, you know, like that's the game. But like if it comes for me again right now, it comes for me again. But I'm concerned.
I don't want to put you.
Yeah, I don't
feel
either.
like for me personally, having you in the game is good. You're a shield for me.
Yeah, oh, I
You
get
know?
that. And what I'm also trying to say to people too is that my back is fucked up. Even running there, I was holding my back and stuff.
Yeah.
And I do have a couple of votes for me at this point. So like, I am a shield because I'm like, people want to vote for me, and I'm declining in my challenge performance. I don't have votes. So
So who are you and David gonna vote for then? Because I want to vote. I want you, David. I still have Taylor.
Right.
I mean, I know you. Not.
Oh, I have no problems with Taylor at all.
But
I
I
just
can get
wanted
her
to
to
try to
vote.
yeah, right. Well, because you and Taylor are really close, right?
I mean, we're cool. Like, I feel like I can get her to do what I want.
So
there's gonna be a point where that breaks.
I know for sure. And
When
is it
breaks,
now? Is it later?
It's gonna break fast, and these scrambles become a lot different.
And a lot harder too.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to Carlos. I don't know what Carlos is.
Carlos is
Yeah, I think he's kind of the same with me a little bit. Like, I don't know if he's in the middle.
Yeah.
And I don't want to vote girls, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if he's gonna vote this way or that way. So I feel like we both need conversations with Carlos.
Like read him with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he's ready for it.
It's David and Kim. That's like part of the weekend.
That's why I decided. Yeah.
Take it start.
Either Kim or him. I'm okay with like working. I'm not with tribal lines anymore because clearly you can't do that or we're all gone. Kim's worried about her and David, so I suggest we try to take one of them out. And then from there, whatever you guys want to do.
And it kind of sucks this game. Like, you know, I played online games, but then like the in person, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's still tough for me. But
You have to like. It sucks.
you don't want to make people feel bad, and then you don't want to tell them everything.
I think Nicole really wants to work with us too, which would give us even a bigger thing.
Yeah.
So who do you?
From that, I don't really talk to Taylor like that.
Yeah.
I just met Nick, but like I do like him.
Yeah, I do too.
And in German, I don't really talk to him that much, but like he says he likes me, so yeah.
I think I'm most concerned about Taylor. I'm most concerned about Taylor, I think, personally. But I mean, whatever you want to go
She's
with.
scrappy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Either way, I don't know. I'm open to anything, but also there's like an obvious boundary.
Not to jinx myself, I don't know that I'm long for the game because now the target's been put on my back and I have the most votes and everything. So at this point, I just gotta have faith and you know what I mean.
We need to fight this, right?
Right.
Because once
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Bro, I just want to make it far. If I get to the final five, I'm happy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
No, me too. I want to at least make it if there's a jury to a
Top
jury, right?
5 is my goal.
Yeah, top 5, you know, all stars, maybe. Then call back.
It's just so hard right now, but I think, I don't know, who do you think is on the original Cano is the biggest challenge threat? Because that to me right now is, yeah, right.
I also think he is an endgame threat because of his story kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
He seems really liked.
Yeah, he does, I know. There's a lot of things that make him dangerous, so.
And Kim is talking all these words, but I'm seeing through it. Like, I don't believe it. I just feel like she is saying what I want to hear and keeping it pretty. She's good.
Do you guys want to try to make that before? And then we can, Nick will be with us, but we can get rid of Nick first. Tomorrow. Mike? No.
How do you feel?
Fucking nervous for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's
definitely gonna, like, my name's out there. I know that for sure. I guess my only case to plead is someone that's been playing the game very quietly, under the radar, in dominating challenges. But
Yeah. I think that's where everybody.
that's like my only
Yeah. There's
plead
that.
would be
Yeah.
that route.
Yeah.
What if was it her, David, and Mike have 3 votes? The rest of us have 6. We could split it. And then would be 3-way tie, right?
German and I don't know how close they are. I don't know if they're ever gonna break up. It seems like it's I don't know. My concern is with Dylan and Cole for sure. That's like terrifying. Very they're quietly playing German. I think he has built relationships with almost everybody here. Fair.
So let's talk independent game. Okay. Is there anyone you're trying to play with? And feel free not to answer, but like give vague, like this is my top, so I have an idea. Who's like someone you want to like? No.
Oh, Nicole. Okay. Nicole, yeah, and the rest rest of them I'm close with, but it's not. I know it's not going to be a whole. Like obviously you're going to vote people out, so I am good with Nicole. You guys, yeah, and then I feel like Mike is an easy number for you guys too. So that's like, if you guys want to do anything now, or
I don't think your name's not out there right now. I think what people on the Okinawa are trying to say is like split a vote between David and Kim. But like, I don't know if I want to do that necessarily.
So,
Reset.
reset.
Yeah.
And I want to play independently now because I'm not fucking kidding. Even though you like didn't include me, you didn't lie to me, and I recognize the difference in that. But here's the thing. I'm your tribe, and I'll say it, but my tribe could be a possible vote.
do you still want to? Did you talk to Carl?
But he wants Mike to jump ship because he doesn't want Mike to feel blindsided.
Mike is gonna work with where he feels safe with.
You and me? Yeah. Because it's fine if you said my name last time to get your target away. I really don't give a fuck.
No.
I don't care because we did the same thing to John. That's why. I want to vote with you this round.
I do too.
You know, I think obviously David is going to vote with us. It just comes down to Carl. I got to talk to John too.
Yeah. No, I haven't talked to John, so I need to talk to John. But also to be clear about your name, they threw your name out, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, I went, go Eric.
That's fine. And I think they're saying that, so me and you start having some skepticism to each other.
I'm your tribe to vote out. That's what we're like. And like, okay. This should be it. No, that you would like. Oh, we want to deal and make your decisions and not include any of. Okay.
Yeah, I was just talking to what's his name? David.
Yeah.
And he said that he was asking me who I'm closest with, and I said Nicole.
Okay.
And then he said, you, obviously you too.
Yeah.
And then Mike, I was like an easy vote for you guys to pull. And he said you guys were thinking about John.
Yeah. Okay. Because that is, I mean,
But doesn't John, I heard that he might have the legacy thing.
so John.
Oh, that was only good at Final 10 or 6.
I think that's true. Only good at Final 10 or 6, and I will also say John really thought you guys were coming for him last round, and he didn't do anything.
Okay.
And he keeps telling us he doesn't have one.
So that means David or Mike have it, or you?
Everyone is saying that David and Kim, if they pass this round, they're gonna try to keep the 5, and then they're gonna try to pick us off.
Someone told me once that me and Kim were close, and I started not laughing, but I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But it's obvious it's not me and her.
Yes.
And
We seen it that last tribe walk, and we didn't know she had the idol, but David knew.
no, I fully get that. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
And if we don't get one in a row now, they can win the next one, have immunity, and then one of us has to go.
Kim had the word except for the Y.
I know. No, she's smart.
She's smart, and so's David, you know what I mean?
What about, who has the other idol?
Oh,
You don't have you don't have it.
I don't know.
The legacy.
I have it. I know. I swear to everything. Why wouldn't I have played it the last one? I thought it was me. I was shitting bricks.
You really thought it was you?
Yeah, I thought y'all were all lying to me, and I thought they turned on me. It was like, yeah, John has the idol, this photo on him. And then I wouldn't have idol in it.
So do you think David has it? Someone has to have it.
How do we know she didn't get the legacy?
Because it was wrapped up.
I mean, I would love to keep the 3 of us together. But to be honest, it's one person that we need to get rid of the 3.
It's good with both sides.
What do you
know
want to do?
I'm trying to figure out what's best for my game, and I honestly don't.
And what is best for your
I don't
game?
want to vote you.
Okay, well, what's best for your game? We have to vote tonight.
No, I know. That's the thing. And this is our first game talk, me and you. But I gotta kind of talk to some people that I've been working with and see.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
I don't want it to be.
Okay, respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, I don't want to vote you either.
yeah, exactly. And
My game plan is to use John as a decoy and go after Mikey.
if we could
I
both.
want to vote out strong people that are going to be coming for us in the challenge.
Right. I agree. And there's I think more people that stick out more than me and you. You know what I mean? I think there's other people who are big to physical targets, but also wicked social targets. But it depends on when you want to
Did you
do
know she had the item?
No.
Okay,
No
well,
idea.
clearly David did. Did you hear how he cheered?
Yeah.
He was a huge cheerleader. Like,
No, I know. I
"Yay."
know.
Okay, like, you're not in with them like you think you are.
Yeah.
I know that you're the tribe with them, but I'm not here to be the tribe versus tribe. I'm here to do what's best for us that are at the bottom.
I feel you. Yeah, no, I feel you.
He's really smart. He's really good with me.
Do you think any of them have a immunity in between them?
Probably.
So if we split it on them,
Carlos is down to split.
Carlos is down. He just wants you to be in the fold.
Yes.
doesn't
Is he
want you
really
to be-
down?
Yes, he does. We don't.
For sure.
He
Yes,
doesn't
he
want
did.
you to be
So
boss
who would the votes be?
Like voting together.
Yeah.
3.
How many people are left?
German.
There's 9.
German. Taylor. Carlos. That's 6.
3-3, then it would be 2 or 4-3 something.
And I don't know where Nick's gonna vote. Nick would vote.
Nick is voting with them.
Yeah.
He definitely is voting with them.
So it would be 3,
Then another 3 we have.
and that would be Carlos, German, and Taylor.
Yes. And we know Taylor and German like this.
Mhm.
I also agree that we need to split that up.
But not right now.
Not right now. They're German's fine.
Like not even to like offend us. We're all like middle. We're not the top.
Oh, we're all average right here.
So it was like
I think my end game is surrounding myself with people that have played similar games, no one that has done something too crazy or made too big of a move. Who do you have a better relationship?
It doesn't. I don't want to create the plan and then say we're voting for this person.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't care. Give us a name.
I say let's do David because I know that Nick doesn't want to like vote another LGBTQ person out.
Okay. So can you make sure Taylor, German, and Carlos vote the other name?
Okay. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's late in the round, but I don't think I have any fully options right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Next, it's me, you, and Carlos, 100% on point. And then we get German, that's 4, and her, and then we do it. Because if we keep their numbers, there's only more shit that could happen. I don't think this is the right time to do it. Maybe then, why not German? I don't think it matters.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I know.
Don't let them control you. Don't let Kim and David bombard y'all
Yeah, no.
and tell y'all what to do.
No,
This
I
game.
fully get that. I fully get that.
And
Yeah.
I feel like when y'all were at the porta potty, she was leading the conversation and telling y'all this and that. And like,
Right.
is she the leader? Is that the image y'all want to portray?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
And that's her right hand man.
No, for sure.
Kim brought up her name.
I know.
I forgot. I just remembered.
Do you have anything?
I mean, it's me.
All right, welcome to new Back to Tribal Council. That was a brutal, brutal challenge. A lot of running. It's hot out there. A lot of thinking. A lot of counting. Carlos, congratulations. Going into that challenge, were you like, yes, I'm gonna beast this, or were you nervous at all?
I didn't think I was gonna beast it, but I also wasn't nervous. I was trying to stay calm, and I was trying to like go calm and steady. I think that usually is probably the best strategy for that game, and it worked out for me, so I'm grateful for that.
And did you feel like you needed it this round? Did anything from the last Tribal Council kind of put in your mind that maybe you needed it?
A little bit. I unfortunately voted for my original tribe mate, but she is already known, public knowledge. So whether it was like something malicious or not, it's something that it was done and definitely has effect in the game. So it was a reason to try a little harder to win immunity.
Kim, I'll turn it over to you. So, play the idol.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have been out. So, how are you feeling now? What's your position like in the game now that you've had that moment, and now you're doing the kind of damage control or the gameplay that you need to do next? What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely challenging. I'm in a very, very difficult spot to come back from at this point. The target's been placed on my back. I made a big move. I mean, I can't imagine I can keep it off of myself for long, if at all. And I'm fully aware of that, and I can only do what I can do about it. Really glad to be here now. Really glad that I played it when I played it. And also just want to reiterate, like, that's the gameplay. Like, no hard feelings. That was an incredibly chaotic vote. We didn't start talking until like 10 minutes. We had all night, you know, and that's like, we all got to vote for each other at some point. Like, I didn't suspect that anything was going to happen until literally the last second. So I respect their surprise on me, and I hope that that's reciprocated back. We both kind of lined up with each other, I think.
So, John, if we're looking just at numbers, right? It looks as though original Wonkus kind of won that round, right? We're now at 5-4. But do we think it's that clear with those tribal lines? It sounds like there's already some muddiness there. Do you feel like that's going to impact the way the game moves forward?
This late in the game, can't trust anyone. I don't think there's anything clear. Everyone's saying something to save their own skin, so can't trust anything you hear. You gotta play for yourself.
So Nicole, being one of the former Canoes, now at 5-4, do you agree with what John said? Is it kind of all things up in the air at this point, and now you're just playing for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's a balance of both, right? You want to rely on the trust you had, but also you have to put your game in your own hands and kind of see what's the best decision for you. And that could be going with your original tribe or with like something else. But at the end of the day, it's what's the best for you.
David, do you agree with that? Are you thinking about long-term threats and who you want to sit with at the end just yet, or are you looking to kind of get to the next round?
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to be crowned tonight, so it's not like there's much time not to think about it. And I think everyone's, whether they're admitting it or not, is thinking independently. So it's who's a personal threat, who's the most like you, who, and you're just weighing your options at this point.
Mike, has there been much talk? There's now been an idol played. Does that bring up talk of what else could be out there? What other advantages or idols or things are in the mix? Once one's played, it's a little bit more real, right? It now means that we know that there's things out there.
Yeah, there's been speculation, of course. Kim played one. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Who knows if anyone else on this tribe has one or multiple? We don't fully know that. And then there's obviously talk about, what Sandra could have had. So there's a lot going on, and you don't know if it's true. You don't know if people are just saying that to put paranoia in your head. But there's got to be something maybe out there, and that's always something you have to consider, but it just adds another sketchy element to an already sketchy game.
Taylor, has there been much talk about jury management, right? At some point we will have a jury, and you want to start thinking about how you're going to play for their votes. Do you think jury management is already starting to happen and people are thinking about that at this stage?
I feel like some people are probably doing like minor things here and there, but overall I feel like most people haven't really gotten to that part of the game yet.
German, if you see yourself at the end in the final two, do you feel like you have done enough at this point? Have you built your resume? Do you already know what you're thinking about for the end game, or are you still kind of going step by step?
I would definitely say step by step. There's still a lot of games to be played. I feel like Kim made a huge move last round, and there's still a lot of huge moves to be done.
And Nick, let's say you were on the jury. Let's flip that around. Are big moves something that you would care about as a jury member? Is that something you're thinking about as a player? Or what would go into your faction factoring if you were on the jury?
I mean, that's one part of it, for sure. It's also about relationships and loyalty that you have built throughout the whole thing. Even if they haven't made any crazy plays, like maybe you're sitting up there and you're like, I vibed with this person this whole time, like they're going to get my vote. A lot of people vote very differently in this game when they come to the end. But that's part of it, but it's not the only thing.
All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to say, discuss, either with me or with each other before we get to the vote?
No?
All right. With that, we're going to get to the vote. John, you're up first.
This one might be the most crucial tribal because R5 is starting to crack. There's a serious duel between David and Kim. I told everyone Kim was my number one to blow smoke. My number one is Carlos. I told Kim, I told her that she's my number one. We want to take a swing at David or Kim, but they might have another idol.
Jeremy, good guy. It was supposed to not be you, but we don't know if you guys are that close. If you guys know the vote, there's always a chance you save your member to keep your numbers up. So in this case, it's got to be you. It was other people who decided to send you home. Blood off my hands a little bit. Thank you.
So this is the last minute change. All right. I wasn't gonna vote you, but I got word that you were running our plans back to Kim and David. So I don't know why. Good luck. Sometimes it's good to just keep your mouth shut. Those.
I'm sure you're a really cool person outside of this game, but damn, do I regret bringing you over Daniel. And I think we could have had something good. I don't know how this vote's gonna go, but I certainly know who I want to leave right now.
I've heard like 5 different names. Mike is the last one I heard. I have no idea what's going on. Let's hope it's Mike.
Loyalty can only get you so far in the game. I think this is the best move for me, and I hope you forgive me.
This might either go into a 3-way tie or German. You're going home because people try to change stuff last moment. And if you do that, if that happens, that means I'm probably next because I'm being way too messy now.
All right, I will go tally the votes. All right, once the votes have been read, the decision is final. The player will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, German. Mike. 1 vote German, 1 vote Mike. Taylor. 1 vote German, 1 vote Mike, 1 vote Taylor. German. 2 votes German, 1 vote Mike, 1 vote Taylor. Mike. 2 votes German, 2 votes Mike, 1 vote Taylor. Taylor. 2 votes German, 2 votes Mike, 2 votes Taylor. Mike.
Nice.
3 votes Mike, 2 votes Taylor, 2 votes German. Taylor. 3 votes Mike, 3 votes Taylor, 2 votes German, 1 vote left. Next player voted out of Outlast, and the first member of our jury is Taylor.
Wow.
Taylor, the tribe has spoken.
Good luck, guys.
At this point, we're going to head out back to the challenge field for the next individual immunity challenge.
Kind of a surprise. I heard so many different names coming out, so I didn't hear anybody say my name. Nobody told me or anything, so it definitely was a surprise to me. I think German was my number 1 ally, so I could see why they were trying to split us up. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rest plays out. Meeting everyone and having bonds with strangers from all around is definitely cool. There were some really great challenges, and it was cool to mentally push myself, sleeping outside, not eating, standing on a brick for 50 minutes, so it was definitely a good experience.